Hey everyone, and welcome to another algorithm video to soothe those algorithm feelings.
But if you already soothed your algorithm for the day, then you should definitely check out our sitcom, An American Quarantine in Germany, which is linked right up here.
As you know, Josie married an American to get her green card. But the next step is her citizenship. And to get your citizenship, you have to pass a test. So today, we're gonna find out if she can pass that test.
And we're gonna see if Everett could pass the test.
Uh-oh. But we're not going to take this quiz here. This citizenship quiz is going to be episode 1 of our mini-series, Everjo Goes on a Cruise. Everjo is on a cruise. Yeah, Everjo is on a cruise. And we're gonna play lots of games. And if you wanna do the same, then join us on our cruise. Watch Josie give me a bruise, 'cause Everjo's on a cruise.
I'm Josie the German.
And I'm Everett the American.
And welcome to our channel,
Everjo.
Before we get into our quiz, let's check out our journey onto the big boat. But if you want to skip just ahead to the quiz, you can click on the timecode in the description.
So they say every journey begins with the first step. Well, the first step is to leave the house.
Bye, Casita.
Bye, apartamentito.
Bye, Malou.
We've got our luggage.
And you're probably also saying, Everjo, you can't go on a cruise. Haven't you heard? There's a pandemic. And yeah, there is a pandemic. But our roommate literally had COVID like a couple weeks ago. So staying at home is also not safe.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh God.
We decided not to take the car and support public transport because that's really important. But in Los Angeles, public transport is kind of a struggle.
Yeah, they don't have the trams like they do in Germany.
So first of all, we had to get on a bus.
And then when we were done with that bus, we had to walk to the metro.
And then we took the metro from Los Angeles to Long Beach.
The metro station in Long Beach is about 2 miles away from the port, so we had to carry our luggage all the way to the port, which wasn't easy for this one.
The suitcases are really heavy.
But the weather was great, it was a nice stroll, we crossed a beautiful bridge. We're on a bridge in Long Beach. At the port, we got to see the Queen Mary.
And if this boat looks familiar, it's because it's the sister ship to the Titanic. The Queen Mary is like 100 years old, and you can go visit her, and she's really fun. If you are past all the other boats, you finally make it to our cruise ship.
And during check-in, we had just a minor complication.
We got to the terminal, and they said we needed to have a negative COVID test taken in the last 72 hours.
But we find out that it's not 72 hours, it's 48 hours. We thought the PCR test was required, so we took the PCR test 72 hours in advance. But now it takes like 5 days to get those things done.
So I faked a PDF of a test result.
However, I guess she was working really fast.
I put 202 instead of 2022.
Yeah, January 2002 instead of 2022. But in the end, that wasn't even why they stopped us.
The actual problem was that the PCR test we took was on Wednesday morning and not on Thursday or Friday. So we had to get retested at the harbor. But because we had taken a test 72 hours ahead of time, they didn't make us pay for the rapid test, which would have been really expensive. Everything, of course, turned out fine. We got on the boat. Everything was great. Thanks, Everett and Josie. Finally, we made it onto the big boat.
And the first thing we did was go to a spa. Now, this was our first time going to a spa, and we signed up for a 100-minute massage.
We were so relaxed right now.
Really relaxed.
We just got a massage.
From a spa.
We rubbed our feet and our brains. We're really zen.
We're totally zen. I'm zen right now. It might be the marijuana I consumed earlier.
This is federal waters.
Oh, that's right. We're in federal waters where marijuana is illegal.
And the ship simply set sail during the massage.
It doesn't have sails.
It set motor.
There you go.
Of course, nothing is more important on a cruise ship than the food.
So after the spa, we had dinner and met a Croatian waiter.
And he was awesome. Not only did he bring us a lot of amazing food and wine, he also taught us the most important Croatian phrase.
Pičku materinu.
Pić?
Pičku.
Piću?
No, pičku.
Pićku.
Materinu.
Matarenu. Pićku matarenu.
Pičku materinu.
Pićku matarenu.
And finally, we ended our night with a cruise ship concert with performers and dancers and singers.
Wow, you're describing it so well. And now the moment you've all been waiting for.
The citizenship quiz.
If you want to take the quiz with us, there's a link in the description.
Take it away, Everett and Josie.
Cheers.
Post. Look, we got a bear towel.
A towel bear, so to speak.
So who do you think is going to do better on this test?
The
German or the American?
We did not study for this test specifically, but I mean, we did watch Hamilton like 50 times, so I think that covers almost all the questions.
She watched Hamilton 50 times. I got my pina colada. She's got her tequila sunrise. And we're already halfway through it, so let's get going.
Question 1. What are 2 rights of every American living in the United States? A. Freedom to petition the government and freedom to disobey traffic laws. I wish that one.
Yes.
B. Freedom to worship and freedom to make treaties with other countries.
Yes, I plan on making a treaty with Djibouti.
C. Freedom of speech and freedom to run for president. And D. Freedom of speech and freedom of worship.
They don't have a gun in here, so none of the above.
And it is D. Woo!
Yeah, we both got that right.
Yay.
Okay, next question.
Who is in charge of the executive branch? The branch manager. That's who's in charge. A. The Speaker of the House. B. The Prime Minister. C. The President. Or D. The Chief Justice.
Okay, I'm gonna put the president.
You cheated off of me. Okay, the executive branch is the presidency because they get to make executive decisions.
Okay, so that was a dumb question for dumb people. Let's go to the next
We got
one.
it right, though.
Which one of these is a branch or part of the government? A. State government. B. Legislative. C. Parliament. Or D. United Nations. This is so hard. The thing is, the state government is a government.
Well, but not part of the United States government.
Does it say United States government?
Well, but this is the United States civic test. And then you guys don't have a parliament. Then the United Nations is above the United States, kind of.
Oh, no, it's not. The United States is way above the United Nations.
It's got to be the legislative.
So far, this is a pretty easy civics test.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to be able to pass it if you want to be a citizen.
No, America's supposed to make it hard. They can't be making it this easy.
What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Articles of Confederation, the Inalienable Rights, the Declaration of Independence, or the Bill of Rights?
All right, and what's the answer?
D.
D.
The Bill of Rights.
The Bill of Rights, not the William of Rights.
No, it's very casual.
Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? A. Make treaties. B. Provide schooling and education. C. Create an army. Or D. Coin or print money. And if it was Texas, I would say C. Create an army. But since we're not in Texas, we're in international waters, I'm going to pick B, provide schooling and education. What'd you pick?
I also picked B.
Uh-oh, and the answer is B.
Yes.
This is too easy. We're both actually very good Americans. Have any of you guys in Germany gotten any of these wrong yet?
I think we learn a lot. Like once you're fairly far in language, you get into like how governments work.
By the way, greatest invention, candy straws.
They are so good. They're strawberry flavored.
What is one reason colonists came to America? For the experience of traveling across the ocean?
Oh yeah, because it's a lot of fun. We're doing it right now.
Yeah. Or freedom.
Nah, there's no such thing in
To
America.
join a civic group like AA.
None of the answers. They didn't even want to be in America.
None of these answers. That's
That's
hilarious.
great. I like that.
I kind of want to put that. Watch, this is a trick question. All right, and the answer is B.
Freedom.
Boy.
Were they wrong? Who is the father of our country? A. George Washington. B. Thomas Jefferson. C. Abraham Lincoln. Or D. Patrick Henry.
E. Jesus Christ.
I have seen Hamilton, so I know the answer to that.
God is the father of our country.
It is, of course, A. George Washington. We are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned.
What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? A. English. B. Africans. C. Canadians. Very likely. They're still slaves. And D. House elves.
She just called the Dutch house elves.
All right. Clearly the answer is
African.
Afrikaans.
We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? A. 10 years. B. 4 years. C. 2 years. Or D. 6 years. Ooh, this is the first time that's kind of a hard question.
Yeah.
I know it's
I'm
not-
actually torn between 4 and 2 because here's the thing.
We
vote for senators every 2 years.
You vote for one each time.
A different one each time.
So it's got to be 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Now we worked it out together.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 4, and she's gonna go with 6. And the answer is
Ah!
we both got it wrong.
You made me.
Really? Senators are 6 years?
How is that possible?
How does that work?
If you vote for in 2020, you vote for Senator A, and then in 2022 you vote for Senator B. Then in 2024 nobody is up, right?
Right. What is the rule of law? A. Everyone but the president must follow the law. B. Government does not have to follow the law. Oh, well, there
okay.
it is. That's the one. B is clearly one.
That's it.
C. All laws must be the same in every state. And D. Everyone must follow the law.
I guess that's like the boring answer.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And the answer is
Everyone.
D. Everyone must follow the law.
Yeah.
Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Iguanas. A. Native Americans. B. Floridians.
Floridians, that's the right answer.
C. No one. And D. Canadians. Clearly it was C, because if there was somebody here, we wouldn't have taken over.
It is, of course, the Native Americans. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
She put her face on the 50-cent coin. Or is it the dollar? It's either the dollar or the 50 cents.
There was a 50-cent coin? She made the first flag of the United States. She founded the Red Cross. She was the first woman elected to the House of Representatives. She fought for women's rights. I chose D. She fought for women's rights. She's like Martin Luther King, that's what I said. She made the flag?
Oh.
Ha! She fought for women's rights! Woohoo! She is like Martin Luther King. Of course, why else would she be on money? That makes total
Who made the flag?
I don't know, but not Susan. Yes.
So,
That means I am leading.
well, all right. Looks like I'm a bad American,
Haha.
and I'm really upset about this.
How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? A. 35 or older. B. 16 or older. C. 21 or older. Or D. 18 or older.
The answer is A. Wait.
D. 18 or older.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Vote for president.
Thought to be president. And I was like, why is it 35? I thought it was 32.
Did you just get this wrong?
Yeah, because I didn't pay attention to the question.
You are silly.
This is what happens when you don't pay attention to the test.
Yeah, you lose to a German.
What happened at the Constitutional Convention? A. The Declaration of Independence was written. B. The Emancipation Proclamation was written. C. The Constitution was written. Or D. The Virginia Declaration of Rights was written.
I put the Declaration of Independence.
The Constitutional Convention, Josie. See, this is what happened. We're not paying attention to the...
Listen.
I didn't hear vote in the last one, and she didn't hear constitutional in this one. All right. Looks like now I'm only down 1 deficit.
Ah, damn it. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? Inventing a kite. Being the youngest member of the Constitutional Convention. B. Inventor of the airplane. C. Third president of the United States. Or 4. U.S. diplomat.
A, B, C, or 4?
I only know Benjamin Franklin as being like hella old, but that might have been later.
Yeah.
Like maybe he
He's probably
aged.
yeah, he aged maybe later in his life.
Maybe he got old. He was not in Hamilton at all.
I put D, U.S. diplomat.
I put C. He's the third president of the United States. Shit.
Woohoo!
Which president is he?
He was never a president.
What?
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin was not a president. Now we're even again.
We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? A, 6 years. B, 2 years. C, 4 years. Or D, 8 years.
Scheiße. I might get this wrong.
I put 4.
It is 2. I put 4 as well. We both got it wrong. We're both bad citizens.
But then that means they're only running for office. No wonder you guys don't get anything done.
Yeah, that's all they do, run for office every 2 years. All right, this is it. One of us has to get this last one wrong.
Who was the first president? Oh, I don't even need the answers.
Damn it.
It's George Washington.
All right, well, there you go, guys. It looks like we both are equal.
I think they would let me pass with that.
We just took the basic citizens test for American citizenship.
I feel relieved. Nice work, Everett and Josie.
Do you think the German test is going to be as easy?
I don't know if we really have a German test.
So all I have to do is to drive on the Autobahn at, 225 miles an hour and we'll be good.
And call it football instead of soccer. If you also took the quiz, let us know in the comments how you did.
Thank you for watching our very first algorithm video of the year. I know it's a little late, but we're getting on it.
If you enjoyed it, please leave a like.
And subscribe if you haven't already.
And ring the bell so you get notified when we release our next video, which will probably be next Saturday.
And a very warm, heartfelt thanks to our Patreons. We can't do this without you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Cheers.